You're listening to the Get Out and Drive podcast, fueled by Auto Metal Direct with John, custom car nerd Meyer, and Jason, old car guy Carr.
We'll be bringing you gearheads everything you never wanted to know about cars and why they should be on the road and not in your garage.
Here's your reminder to support the companies that support your right to get out and drive.
Auto Metal Direct is a premier manufacturer of high-quality restoration parts for classic American cars and trucks. AMD offers a wide range of components including body panels, trim, glass, weather stripping, and much more. Crafted to meet or exceed original equipment specifications. Be sure to visit autometaldirect.com as you get your ride ready to get out and drive.
Are you ready to get out and drive?
I am been ready to get out and drive.
So I don't know if you guys noticed at the beginning of the last couple of episodes here, we've had Morgan Freeman introducing us here for the Get Out and Drive podcast fueled by AMD. John, did you catch that?
I did. And I told you, it doesn't matter what's happening. I'll take any intelligence at this point, even artificial. I don't care.
Well, that's going to be the topic of today's episode is AI and the benefits thereof, if any, of what artificial intelligence is doing in 2026. Clearly, if you listen to that intro and you've gotten this far, you could tell it was meant to sound like Morgan Freeman, but it wasn't. It was clearly AI. The enunciation was a little bit off. The pauses between the words were a little bit off. And the reason for that, John, is simply why? Because AI just isn't quite there yet.
It isn't quite there. I mean, I don't think you fooled anybody. I don't think Morgan Freeman knows me personally. I don't think that's true.
Well, I've got him on speed dial, but that's besides the point. But
okay.
Yeah, so the whole point of this topic today is just to kind of break down AI from our perspective, car guys, non-technical guys, and how we see it affecting our lives. And then we're going to get into a couple of examples of how to you and me, John, it may be a little bit blatant, but to the average Joe, how AI is sneaking its way in to the unbecoming. And like, what's one way that you see AI maybe on a weekly or a daily basis?
Well, I hate to say it. I mean, it doesn't matter. I open up Facebook or I open up Instagram or something, and there's some kind of people, and they're running around in circles, and they got like 9 fingers, and they're juggling, chainsaws and all sorts of stuff, and they're on a unicycle, and they're running backwards through fire. And maybe I can't do that, but I don't think that's real. And I look at it, and unless I have my glasses on, maybe somebody would think it's real. I don't.
Well, and I think that in social media, it's definitely starting to play a part in the entertainment side of things.
Right.
But when I roll up to a drive-through, there are some companies out there, and I'm not going to name them because I don't want to get myself in trouble for starters. But when you pull up to the drive-through and the drive-through attendant takes your order, it is not a drive-through attendant, John. It's an AI bot.
It's me. They recorded me.
Yeah, welcome to John's Donut Shop. How can I take your order?
Right.
And all of a sudden,
they're very pleasant. They're way more pleasant than the person that's working there.
Yeah, and I saw a video on that talking about AI drive-throughs, and one guy just purposely went to all these different drive-throughs to see how well their AI adapted. And most of the time, it was pretty good. But there's still an actual person on the other end listening to the conversation in case it just kind of gets a little too far-fetched.
Right. Like that's the guy that ordered 1 million donuts.
Yep. And AI just said,
Here's your reminder to support the companies that support your right to get out and drive.
Auto Metal Direct is a premier manufacturer of high-quality restoration parts for classic American cars and trucks. AMD offers a wide range of components including body panels, trim, glass, weather stripping, and much more, crafted to meet or exceed original equipment specifications. Be sure to visit autometaldirect.com as you get your ride ready to get out and drive.
What drives you?
I've been in the auto restoration industry for over 35 years. Man, have things changed. I remember scouring salvage yards to get body panels for rust repair, or my last resort, poor quality aftermarket sheet metal. But then I found AMD. AMD is trusted by restoration experts for providing high-quality body panels, rust repair parts, glass, trim, and weather stripping. When I'm restoring an OBS GM truck, a Mopar muscle car, or a Ford Denside pickup, AMD is my go-to resource for reliable, high-quality parts. Visit autometaldirect.com and use the code GOND for a 10% discount exclusively for our listeners for a limited time. AMD, authentic restoration, modern quality.
AI is popping up everywhere. It's not just at the drive-thru. It's just not on social media. We are actually, when we call the telephone company, when we call the power company, when we call our utilities, we're getting AI assistance. When we call the bank, my local bank is the Royal Bank of Canada, and its nickname is kind of RBC, Royal Bank of Canada. So when you call, you get the automated dude on the other end saying, "Hi, I'm the RBC virtual assistant. How may I help you today?"
Wow.
And you can just say your thing, and it'll pick out the 2 or 3 key words that it knows that you're saying to help direct you properly.
Mm-hmm.
And when it gets to the point where it just can't help you anymore, it'll say, "Thank you for your patience. I'm directing you to somebody who can help you on the other end," blah, blah, blah. And that AI is taking over in some areas. And I don't think that's a good thing. I like it when you call someplace and you pick and the phone gets picked up by a real person. John, how often does that happen to you?
I know what you're saying. It's crazy. I called the doctor or something the other day, and are you telling me that's AI? And when I give him my name, that's not someone actually typing on a computer.
Well,
I've been fooled.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And in some cases, I'm thinking not. Like I used the example of calling the bank. One of the things that the virtual assistant asks you to do is to punch in your card number.
Okay.
So I have faith that when I call the bank, regardless of whether it's AI or it's an actual person, and I give that number, that it's being used for the intended purposes of verifying that I'm the card holder, that I can verify my identity. But when I'm putting that into a system on a telephone through AI, how far else is it going?
Well, if you're talking to a computer,
which is connected to the
interweb, right?
Where there are fishers and scammers. Bump ching. I just think that AI, there is a time and place for it. Maybe. We need to have people on the phone. We need to have eyes looking at certain things. John, you and your wife have written copy for ads for years.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And we translate from hillbilly into speak that normal folks can understand. Yeah.
So we take a fender well, translated from Thunderweld. But yeah, so when you're writing copy, that's somebody who has actually physically typed into an email or into a contact box their information. You guys read that, you translate that into something that's actually legible,
right?
And put an ad together for company XYZ so that they can sell their dirt bike, their motorbike, their car, their whatever. Do you think that once you've written your ad, that you should just be able to pop that up live and let it go? Or do you think it should go through a few caring hands to make sure that someone has double checked what you've written doesn't have a curse word in it, or the pictures don't show somebody, smoking a joint in the background, or whatever? Like, do you think there needs to be a little bit more quality control moving through after it leaves your hands?
Well, I think so. And that's why every time I do writing, I'm an editor, and then I have management editor who provides the final stop check of all that type of stuff. And they're a real human that'll know the difference between a technical word for automotive and how to make certain automotive words that may seem derogatory in other context that will understand the context and keep it okay.
Right.
Like, I can't use the word R word in negative way, but I can use the R word when I'm talking about my distributor.
Right.
And I need to advance it. There's a big difference. But if I say that, or I type the R word in on Facebook, it dings me because it thinks I'm being negative.
Yeah, because it only knows the single context, and that is that this is a banned word.
Correct. That's a banned word. And there's several banned words that are automotive speak. Slang for transmission.
Yep.
I can't say that on Facebook. I get kicked off. A human has to see that and say, well, maybe in the context you're using it, maybe that's okay.
Right.
But a computer AI does not have context. They're black and white, and that's it. And it sees my word and it kicks me off, or it sees my word and it may change it to something else. I don't know.
Well, what I think what we need is, I think that we just have to have faith that if me, Joe Blow, is submitting words and pictures for a vehicle that I'm trying to sell, I mean, let's face it, we've all tried to sell something online at some point in time, whether it be Facebook Marketplace, whether it be a forum, whether it be Auto Hunter, whether it be eBay, whether it be Racing Junk, who is a great sponsor of the Get Out and Drive podcast. If you guys are posting ads, you are going online, submitting your words, submitting your pictures, and then what?
They get reviewed by somebody to make sure that in one of the pictures you're not flipping people off, and then they get posted, right? They get looked at by a real person. But do you think a real person could get in so much of a hurry that they could miss something?
It's possible, but that's where having a real person in a place to check that stuff. Guys, we're dragging this out far too long. What we're getting at is, recently, AI stumped Bring a Trailer.
Yeah.
We all know who and what Bring a Trailer is. It's a very famous online resource that you can use to sell your car. What happened was somebody submitted a vehicle for sale with pictures, and the pictures were clearly, after you and I saw them, John, we clearly thought it passed the QC.
I can only begin to tell you why. Bring a Trailer is high volume. Auto Hunter's trying to get up to that volume. They're not there yet. And I was doing 100 listings a month, which Bring a Trailer, I think they do thousands a day. It's hard to have a human person looking at, inspecting all of that, each picture, all that stuff, because you're looking at it on your computer and it's a small picture and you're looking at text and you go, oh, that's a 99 Cadillac. And it's a silver gray car, gold car. And you go, that's fine, right? It generally has the same shape. And you go, okay, cool. Who would screw with that? Why? Okay, pass, accept. Then it shoots out in the regular world. And everybody that sees it goes, wait a second. 2 out of 3 of the pictures have different taillights. 3 out of 4 of the pictures have different wheels. This ain't right.
One of the
Whether or not
pictures,
that was one of the pictures is crazy. Go ahead.
one of the pictures didn't even have a radiator.
No. No. I gotta know. I mean, is there somebody out there to tell me why was this done? It's crazy.
So if you guys want to see the exact ad that we're talking about, we're going to post a link in the show notes and in the description box down below. The whole point of this is we feel like AI has simply gone too far. If you're watching us now, you'll see on the screen that looks like a 99 Cadillac DeVille. And granted, the resolution on the picture is stretched a bit, but I think that's justifiable.
Sure.
But as you scroll through the pictures and you start kind of putting 2 and 2 together, you start seeing that, oh, well, those don't look like Cadillac taillights.
Not for that year.
Nope. And, oh, wait, those hubcaps or wheels are different than the previous picture.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
and then you look at the interior and the average person, and this is something we say in the car business all the time, the average person just simply isn't going to notice the slight difference in the color from that fender that was just painted.
Oh, yeah.
And the rest of the car that's 10 years older. The general public isn't going to catch that. You and I catch that because we're car guys. You're a body guy. Mm-hmm. Same thing with this. With these pictures, the average car person is going to look at that and say, wow, that's a clean Cadillac. Mm-hmm. And I just wonder how many average people are working at Bring a Trailer doing the quality control that's needed. There we go. There's that picture right there. If you look down at the bottom of the picture, you'll see cobblestone.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a radiator there, I think.
And it's supposed to be a giant hole.
Yep.
The biggest problem I have with this is what's next? Okay, I bid on this car. Is it a real car? Does it exist?
Does it even exist? Exactly.
Does it even exist? So what kind of legal trick bag is Bring a Trailer going to be in? If I bid on this thing and I have mayonnaise on my glasses and it's dark and I can't see, and I buy this thing and I pay for it.
There's one there where the front of the door pillar isn't even there.
Yeah.
The window trim, like the window frame.
Right. I can see the window frame right up on top. It's not even there.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? I mean, is this glitch in the car sales matrix?
Well, yeah. So there's two questions come to mind. One, does this car even exist? But two, if it does exist in the condition that's being shown, right? Like, I want to know one way or the other. If I'm the winning bidder and I just forked out, I don't know what this thing would have sold for. Let's just round figures, 10 grand.
Sure.
I just forked out 10 grand plus the fees. And now I've got to send a transport company to go get this thing.
Right.
Or I've got to go find it myself. And I get there and it looks like it just rolled out of the salt box at the Department of Transportation in rural Maine.
Right.
And there's not a fender on it.
There's nothing left of it.
Bring a Trailer's got my money. The seller has his. And you show up to what? A raccoon living in the back seat.
Sure. I mean, anything is possible. Anything from the fact that this car doesn't even exist to the fact that it's a piece of crap.
Well, truth be told, right there on the right where the arrow was pointing, where Paul's pointing, that could very well be open to the bottom.
Okay.
I've never seen one of these cars up close and personal, so I don't know. It could very well be. You pop that hood, I think the grill does go up with it.
Yeah, it does.
So that radiator straight on might actually be an open hole, but it just looks, oh, well, there, it's covered there, isn't it? No. Either way you look at it, there's a few sketchy things happening in this ad. And the whole point that somebody decided to make a post about the failure on Bring a Trailer that this passed QC.
I mean, we've all seen pictures of cars that were like, it's kind of like a 59 Cadillac with a 60 Cadillac back tail, and the doors aren't right, and the emblems are kind of a squishy mess. That's this.
I did it one piece at a time.
Right.
Yeah. There's definitely something going on, and that's kind of what leads us to the asking the question, why?
Why
not just take the pictures? You've already got a camera, you've already got the car, take the proper pictures.
Did someone do this to screw with them?
Maybe somebody within Bring a Trailer did this on purpose so that they could test the amount of quality control going on, right? Like, you get these big corporations who have IT departments, and those IT departments purposely send out phishing emails to their staff to see if their staff report it properly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's what this was.
It's not a feature, it's a bug.
Yeah.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
I think we made our point that AI may have some good somewhere. And here's an example of AI working good in my favor.
Yeah.
You guys know I got a YouTube channel. I started recently playing around with a product called Thumbnail Creator. So when I make a video, I upload it to YouTube, and I can take the link from that video and I can put it into Thumbnail Creator, click send, and it'll generate 3 different thumbnails from the information it's gathering out of that video. If I want me to appear in the thumbnail, I can just upload a headshot, and it will add me in there with a smile on my face, or anger, or fear, or whatever the video happens to be about. I've got to admit, I kind of like it because it makes a professional looking product that I have a hard time duplicating. That tells the story that you want it to tell. Now, granted, there's in some cases, and I can share a few examples where there was a car in the background behind me, and the hood was over here like this, but the hood was behind me up like this. So it was kind of like facing 2 different directions, but the hood was almost like it was open sideways. So you kind of can go in and tweak it too. But nevertheless, I think that's a product that, for me, is a little bit useful, that I can use it and it can do a lot of the hard work for me. There's a lot of people writing emails using Chat GPT and all the different products out there to say, can you write me an email telling my boss to go F himself, but do it professionally and politely with no swear words.
Wow.
And it will just go, here you go.
Jason, as per my previous email.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that there are some examples where AI can benefit us. The problem that I think that we're going to find out in the very, very near future is that we're going to become so reliant on it that there's no going back. If you guys are watching us on a platform that allows you to leave comments, make sure you go down and tell us how AI is working in your life, and if it's benefiting you, if you like it. If you don't, maybe tell us a story. If you also want to tell us a story, head on over to getoutandrive.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the screen, and you can check out the listener hotline. Tell us your story, and if we use it in a future episode, we'll make sure that we send you a gift. So make sure you head on over to getoutandrive.com. And also, don't forget, National Get Out and Drive Day happens on the first Sunday in October every year. This year, it's on October 4th. I hope that while you're over at the website, you check out National Get Out and Drive Day and register so that we can get you guys out some stickers for this year's event. John, is there anything else that we need to talk about before we take off out of here?
No, there's not. And if there is, I'm just going to edit my face and it'll be totally somebody else. I mean, next time I might be Morgan Freeman.
So having said that, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to end this episode with a little bit of AI. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
I 100% guarantee this first clip is not AI.
Jump in and join the Get Out and Drive podcast, What Drives Youth initiative, by supporting these organizations that support the next generation in the automotive industry.
Operative Talent is committed to inspiring and empowering the next generation of automotive professionals. Learn more at operativetalent.com.
The RPM Foundation safeguards the critical skills necessary to restore and preserve collector vehicles by supporting hands-on training and engaging the next generation of craftsmen and women. Learn more at rpm.foundation.
Connect with us on social media. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow us on X at Get Out and Drive Pod. Cruise on over to our website, getoutanddrive.com, for all the info you never wanted to know about our podcast. Hit us up on our listener hotline, be the first to know what's happening, get industry news, and grab your Get Out and Drive merch.
What drives you?